I've had a lot of students, especially lately, struggle with finding vocal fry. Now, I took this for granted a little bit because I actually have quite a lot of it in my natural speaking voice. You hear the quality when I'm talking sometimes, especially earlier in the morning. It kind of starts to wear out or go away naturally throughout the day as my voice gets warmed up. But I think it's actually an important thing to find and recognize when you hear it sometimes in your own voice. And most people will catch little glimpses of it here and there, and you want to listen for those moments where your voice has a tiny little grunt sometimes at the beginning of the word. It usually comes when the voice is the most relaxed and kind of lazy. You'll pick up just a little bit of that vocal fry. But one thing I find is the main pitfall of why people can't pick up their vocal fry and find it is they're trying to make it a low pitch and a low placement in their physical body and in their voice. So most of the time I hear people force the vocal fry by going, and you feel and hear all this pressure coming down the throat and just pushing down. And usually we can't even find it. We find a hazy, breathy, throaty sound, the instead of the vocal fry, which sounds like this. And if you've seen any of our tips or our videos before, you know that vocal fry is an important therapy for the inner edges of your cords, which is super important. It's a big foundation for other things in your voice. So how do we find it if it's a struggle? I want you to think of taking a normal chest voice tone. Say, for me, middle C. Right there. Now I'm using a very normal but very easy amount of cord closure and airflow. If I were to pull that way, way back to the quietest chest voice that I could find, I'm letting my cords thin out until they basically naturally find their vocal fry sound. So I would be going, and there it is. So I don't have to be super low, lower than I would normally have tone, which also causes us to sink down. And you can get vocal fry and still be super throaty. But if you can have that crinkle anywhere in your voice, like a then we find that vocal fry is not contingent on pitch at all. It all has to do with the amount of cord closure involved. So just chill out your chest voice, relax it way back. See if you can make the quietest chest voice you can until it turns into something like vocal fry. And don't stop as soon as you find it. Live there for a second. Think about what it feels like, where you feel the resonance of that vocal fry, whether it's a little bit more up in the face, in the cavity of the nose, areas like that, or if you still feel it heavy. We don't want pressure on it. That usually means too much work, and we're just manufacturing it instead of allowing it to come out more naturally.